So my name is Fauzan Ibrahim, and I've been vibe coding for the past 5 months. And today I'm happy to show you how you can be able to transform any idea into a prototype. I know you've mostly heard the term vibe coding, but what is actually vibe coding? Vibe coding means that you are able to transfer your idea that you have into a fully working app using AI, and you don't have to be a technical person. So let's get to this. By the end of this tutorial, you will understand how vibe coding works and how you can be able to translate your idea into a real world app. To start, you'll be utilizing tools like ChatGPT, Lovable, and then Dribbble. So I'm going to walk you through how each tool looks like. So over here we have Dribbble, and I'm going to head over to ChatGPT. Okay, so I have my ChatGPT open. Now I have to open Lovable. So Lovable is just an AI platform that allows anyone to create apps using just text, right? And I also have a plan that I made here. Um, I'm going to walk you through each and every step that you need to understand to be able to do vibe coding in a more beautiful way. And there are steps that you have to take when vibe coding. If you have an idea, you are at the ideation stage, so you will have to translate that idea that you have into something that can be bring to life using AI. So how do you want to do it? What steps are you supposed to follow? You are supposed to follow these simple steps. First, you ideate. After ideating, you plan what you want to do, and then after the planning, you design, then you iterate. So for us, in our case, we are going to be using ChatGPT for the planning. Because we already have an idea, we are going to be building a random code generator app just by chatting with AI. And so let's start. Now we are also going to be using a service provider like an API, and I'll explain what an API is. So you don't really have to crack your brain, right? An API is just a service provider. So imagine you have a store, right? And you are selling some stuff like, let's say you sell instruments, right? So you mostly go to a wholesale to go get that instrument, and that wholesale is the sole provider of those instruments that you mostly get. And anytime you are in short of instruments, you have to go there. So that's how an API really works. It's just a simple set of rules that allows web apps to be able to communicate with outside vendors to get data that they need. So as you can see, this diagram is showing someone going for data that they need. So once they get the data that they need, they bring it back. So we are going to be using the Kanye.rest API, and this API is responsible for generating random codes, right? So as you can see, you have random codes here, you have random codes here. And the question is, can we build this? How can we build this? Right? And it's very simple. We can vibe code this from start to finish using AI. Now, how do we do it? First of all, the question to ask yourself is, which design do you want? Now we have the idea. We have to plan and then know which design we want. So let's say you don't know the design that you want and you are not also a designer. So you head over to Dribble, and then you scroll, you are going to see a list of inspirations available for you to use. And you just, all you have to do is to choose. So I'm going to choose an inspiration over here. um okay, so I like this, I like this. But here's the case, this type of design is a mobile app, right? But we need it for a website. So what we have to do is just copy it. We copy it, and then head over to ChatGPT. ChatGPT can help you in ways that you can plan and also get the branding of the image that you copied. And this is a simple GPT that allows you to extract all. So you just have to paste the image over here. So where I paste the image, and then I just explain my idea. So I am I am building a random quote generator app that uses only one page. And so we just have to add more data, like what's the name, what's it. So we are going to name it my quotes, right? Or silly quotes. This is the name we are going to use. So we're going to have name it silly, name it. Yeah. Forgive me for typing so fast, but the AI is going to understand it. And then you have to, you've defined everything that we need. Now we will have to make sure everything is working pretty fine. And because we are going to deal with a web, and it's not a mobile, we have to tell the AI that it's a web. So we're going to say this should be a web 2 instead, not mobile. And then just click enter. So once you click enter, it's going to generate everything for us. So now we have the UI for the silly code, and we have everything fully working here. We have the branding, the color palette, and everything. So this is a very unique way where you don't have to be a designer. This is the beauty of vibe coding. You don't have to be a designer. You could literally head over to this design inspiration site, copy any design that you want, and then be able to get exact details on how to achieve the same pattern. So now we have the design already here, the details. So we copy it, and then here is where we head over to Lovable. So we are just going to paste this here into Lovable. Let's remove this because this is not needed. It's not needed. And then we are going to also clear this part of it. And if you remember, I was saying we'll need an API. So this is an API. This is what we're going to use. And and then this URL is where we are going to access that data from. So without this URL, you won't be able to access that data. It's just like you are going to buy something, right? If you don't have money in exchange for it, it means you don't have to be able to possess it, right? So just like give something to prove that you are the one really looking for the data here. So you have to copy it from here, right? And then you go to Lovable and then say use this API for it. Forgive me for typing it. And then you just click. So we are going to have our app fully working, and as you can see, it is going to be generating it. So we just have to take our time and then see. Okay, in a few minutes we'll have everything fully working, fully functional, and it's going to be very usable. So you can just apply this same scenario that we just did to vibe code anything that you want. Even though this is not an advanced way, but I think it's a good starter for a newbie to learn a bit about vibe coding. So as our work is going on, I'd like to show you around how this vibe coding tools work. So this vibe coding tools, they have a chat box here. This is a chat box, and then they have a playground here where what you are actually building is shown over here, right? And so you can also publish it, you can share it to someone, you can preview, and then you can refresh over it. So it's a very useful tool that anyone needs to have. So you don't have to be a technical person, you don't have to be a developer, you don't have to be a hardcore person who knows this tech stuff. All you need to do is position yourself, and then always be ready to transform your idea into a fully working prototype. This is all what you mean. You don't have to be a technology person. The barrier has been removed. And so you can just speak English. English is the way now. You can use English to create anything that you want. And so in a few more minutes we'll have our app fully ready, and then we can test it. Okay. So our app is ready. You should get ready right now, and you'll be able to see the UI and see how it works. Okay, so we just built this using a single prompt. And do you know what this means? We were able to escape the problem of having to decide inside here. So when you try to decide inside it, you have something we call credits, and these credits are going to keep on depleting until it's done, and you won't be able to complete what you want to do. So we carried all the planning load to ChatGPT, planned it, and then we just brought the prompt over to this tool, and then we're able to get everything up and running. So far you can see that if I click on get silly post, I get this post here, quote here. So it's a very cool stuff, and build it you can build literally anything that you want, anything you think of. Just use this framework to build it. And I would like to hear more about what tools you have used and what problems you have faced, and so that my most upcoming videos will address that. My name is Fazan Ibrahim, and I'm a software dev, and I'm also interested in vibe coding. So you can just drop a comment section about whatever you want me to do next. Peace.